Hey, Mountain Dan, right back at you. We're here at Rojagas Pheasant Club in Dunnigan, California. A beautiful November day. We've got wind blowing the wrong way for this field, but that's okay. It's about 8 miles an hour. And we're gonna hunt with Roy today. And you can see Roy's ready to go. A little bit excited. He loves his hunting. So, get comfortable in your easy chair, get your snacks ready, and come along with us on a real exciting hunting adventure. He's telling me, I want to go on a point, Daddy. First bird should be right in here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a point to me.
Yep, me too.
Right. Ha, 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 ha. Right. Okay, that's what we call crowding the bird. He did not hold a good point. He was too anxious. And I hope he doesn't do that anymore. That bird is clear over the top of that hill. I get dizzy following him. On a point. Now, is that not a pretty picture? Whoa! Whoa. My selector got stuck halfway in between. I couldn't get the safety off. Hey, 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 hey! On a bird. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, whoa, boy, that's a... My selector switch is getting fouled up. Okay, what happened was my selector got right in the middle. And when that happens, you cannot release your safety. So I must have bumped it with my thumb. And that's why two of those birds got away. And that's one thing on an over and under you got to look out for. This might be a little bit too loose. Okay, hunt them up. Good boy. Well, Mountain Dan here. You know, at the end of a beautiful day to hunt and a frustrating day for me, Roy misbehaved on the first bird and made a lunge. Therefore, I didn't get off a safe shot, so I didn't shoot. I had two other birds where my selector bar somehow got in the middle. Now, I got to close the gun to... Now, the selector bar all the way to the right, I'm on my under barrel. All the way to the left, I'm on my upper barrel. And somehow, it got right here in the middle. And when that happens, your safety will not disengage. And of course, the bird is 9 miles out of range before I discovered what happened. So I'll do some checking with this gun at home. So we got 1 out of 5. Roy, unlike his normal self, only found 4 out of 5 birds, which sometimes a dog has a day off, a bad day. And then some days I have a bad day. But good exercise, we had a lot of fun. I will take a good meal home, and I will be talking to myself until I get down here again. Mountain Dan here. This is the easiest, quickest way to clean a bird. And I've tried them all. I can remember the hot water and the picking the birds. No, thank you. The scissor trick, you skin the bird, you take the scissors, you cut it right down the back, and that means the guts and everything go in one pile. Okay, we found this was the best. Get a good pair of cutters and cut the bottom part of the leg off, just like this. And in a minute you'll see why. Of course, try to avoid spurring yourself. It helps if you've got a good sharp pair. Now, I've got the bone and everything broke. It doesn't want to let go, so we're in really, folks, it normally goes much better than this.
Want to try the other dikes?
Yeah. I got one piece of skin that doesn't want to let go. Now, where's your trash can? Okay. Now, once you have cut the lower leg off, and this is why you cut the lower leg off, you grab the bird. Oops, wait a minute. We have one other thing. It's called a fan. I'm not going to save this fan, but normally you come right at the base of the fan, cut the flesh, and pull it off. This bird doesn't have much tail fan, so okay. Grab the bird right at the breast, get a good firm grip on it, and peel back. Throw the skin over there. Now this bird separated right here, so I'll come up, got the skin right there, get another grip, and pull down, and that skin let go. Okay. Now normally, once you cut that lower leg off, the skin just pulls right around it. And then every so often you get one like this, it's going to argue with you. Pull the skin down, pull it off, and there you go. Now, take your thigh, pop out on the thigh away from the body. And a lot of times, you'll hear that joint disconnect.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah, like that one did. Okay? Then take your knife, cut on both sides of the thigh. Around the ball joint. Twist the ball joint. And pull. Yeah, and of course you don't want a handful of feathers, but okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Cut the flesh on both sides of the ball joint. Pull. And there you go. Now, on this pheasant thigh, sorry about that, most of your edible meat is on the top part of the thigh. Down here you got all these ligaments, you don't want them. So normally what I do is I'll take my knife and I'll cut at this joint and pop them. Okay. Now, so you have the lower leg, what you can do two things with. You can cut this meat off for your doggy. Now, this part of the thigh, as you can see, you've got a good piece of meat, okay? And what I do it myself is I bone this out. I take this main part of the meat off, and I do the same thing down here. And then I take that bone and I boil it and I make soup stock. Okay, now we have the breast. the good part of the bird, as somebody said. You take your knife, you see right where the breastbone is. You make an incision all the way down. Then I usually reverse the bird and bring it back. Coming all the way down here, right next to the bone. Here we go. Now, you have a piece of boneless breast. Now, two reasons for this. Number one, it cooks quicker in the frying pan, and the quicker you cook pheasant, the more tender and moist it is. Now, you just repeat the same process. Right here. And you fillet this meat off. Trying not to take your thumb off. Just a little joke there. Now, the rest of the meat on this bird is really inedible. So I just flip it in the trash. And so now I have two good pieces of breast meat and two thighs. And I can cook it either all together or separate. Now what I like to do is I make soup broth out of the bones, and then I take the thigh meat and I cut it into smaller chunks, and I put it in the crock pot with onions and potatoes, and I've got a heck of a meal. Yeah. You're sure acting, birdie. Oh. Nope. Oh, yeah. Now get up here on the ATV. Oh, yes. Good boy. Oh, that's a beautiful point. Yep. Good boy, Roy. Oh. Good boy. He's hit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Good boy.
Good boy, Roy. Mountain Dan, talking to you for a little while. You know, our gun rights are threatened more and more. Now, we have a new political group in Washington, D.C. So maybe we can start to save our rights. But here is the point. There's 44 or 45 million gun owners in the United States of America. And there's 4.5 million of us in the NRA. If we had 40 million of us gun owners, members of the NRA, we could squash all of these anti-gun proposals that come up. Right now, we're in a situation where we can get some of these bad gun laws rescinded and done away with through the ILA, which is a division of the NRA. That's the Legislative Action Group. So I'm asking you, if you're not a member of the NRA, go to the NRA.com and join today.